Is it just me, or has anybody else seemed to underestimate just how important the Little Garden arc is to the overall structure of the One Piece story? Not only does this arc give us a grand illustration of just how strange and mystical the world of One Piece actually is, but it also serves as a setup for the major plot points in the story to come, some of which are still unresolved 14 years later. Before we get started, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and make sure you click the notification bell for future content coming in hot. Now that you have, let's get into it. Little Garden gives us a glimpse at the stories surrounding Alabasta and the showdown between Luffy and Crocodile. It establishes an early power scale of the Straw Hat crew and of course sparks the never-ending debate of who's better, Zoro or Sanji. And most importantly, it introduces a particular species in the One Piece world, i.e. the Giant. The short version goes like this. After finding out the true identity of Nefertari Vivi, aka Miss Wednesday, and a display of absolute badassery from Zoro taking down a slew of bounty hunters by himself, the Straw Hats eventually make their way to the island of Little Garden and come across two giants that have been duking it out. Enter Dory and Bragi, who, after speaking with them, the Straw Hats are surprised to find out that they've been fighting for the past 100 years and that they hail from the great warrior island of Elbaf. Now, of course, this sent the entire One Piece community into a storm, including me. I can think of tons of videos and theories dedicated to uncovering the mystery of the giants and the island they come from. And to be fair, Oda has given us an endless supply of hints suggesting that the Straw Hats will eventually make their way to the island. But I can't help but think to myself, what if they don't? Now, before you click away from this video, leave a thumbs down or leave a raging comment down below, just hear me out. The One Piece story thus far, in my opinion, is at an all-time high. We're waist deep in the Wano arc, and considering just how much time and detail Oda is putting into this story arc in particular, it's no surprise that we've seen a surge in a discussion about One Piece across the internet, of which we've never seen before. Major Wano spoilers ahead, by the way. In Wano thus far, we've gotten links to the end of the story and the One Piece itself, the relationship between Roger Whitebeard and their bounties, the relationship between all the Yonko and their bounties, foreshadowing for the Rocks Pirates and the Island of God Valley, the mystery of the Voice of All Things, Kozuki Clan and their purpose in the story, the use and advanced use of Armament Haki and Conqueror's Haki, and that's not even the half of it. A video for my full thoughts on the Wano Kuni arc coming soon. It's easy to see how the fan base can get sent into overdrive when Oda even so much as mentions the Giants or Elbaf. And I think I can speak for the majority of the community when I say that not giving Elbaf its own arc would be a major disappointment and leave a huge plot hole in the story. However, with so many plot points being introduced in Wano already and so much left to go, there's more than a couple of indications suggesting that we may not even get to see the Straw Hats reach the Elbaf shores. In a range of interviews in 2017, 18, and 19, Oda and his editors expressed on a number of occasions that the One Piece story is slowly coming to a close. And most recently in 2020, in the 35th issue of Shonen Jump, Oda stated that One Piece is headed towards its, quote, final saga. Halfway into 2021, and it's looking like we're about 60% through the Wano story arc thus far, and it's starting to get a little hard to see how Oda will give Elbaf a fully fleshed out arc. Including the end of Wano, Oda still has to give us what happened with the Reverie and the role of the world government, Imusama, and the Revolutionary War, the Rocks Pirates and their role in the story, the conclusion between the world government and the warlords, Luffy meeting Shanks in the New World, getting to Laugh Tale and Lodestar, finding the One Piece, Straw Hats versus the Blackbeard Pirates, and the Straw Hats versus the world government. With Oda seeming to be committed to the story ending in 5 years, give or take, squeezing in an arc such as Elbaf would be a massive undertaking. And I get it. Oda has definitely mentioned finishing the story before, and the editors are in no way to be trusted with dates and deadlines, but looking at this timeline, it's hard to see how Elbaf fits into the story and it finished before 2030. And Oda's writing style is scattered, to say the least. I mean, I can't even fit all the plot points in this video. I mean, he has about as many plot points as he has chapters, and we're at 1,012 chapters, so yeah. Anyway, another indication, although not the most obvious, is the fact that we've already been to Elbaf. Now, some of you are looking at this video thinking, okay, this guy's crazy and he's completely lost his mind, but once again, hear me out. Now, I know Whole Cake Island is a point of contention for the community, and now that we're in Wano, we don't really want to look back. However, there's a little flashback pertaining to Big Mom where she gets abandoned by her parents on, oh yeah, Elbaf. And this Big Mom flashback, spanning 4 chapters and 5 episodes, gives us a remarkable look into the Elbaf geography, infrastructure, government, population, and the relationship with the rest of the world and the world government. We even got a glimpse into the operation involving Mother Caramel selling children giants to the world government. Even though some of them seem to be trash, John Giant. Anyway, this whole time, this operation was taking place on Elbaf. Needless to say, we've seen Elbaf a lot. We've been introduced to 32 citizens or people who have lived in Elbaf, not including Big Mom herself. I'm only mentioning this to illustrate that Elbaf has thus far been pretty flushed out, considering none of the protagonists have actually stepped foot on the island itself. Of course, we know that Usopp has mentioned wanting to go there, and it's somewhat incorporated into his dreams to become a great warrior of the sea. But does this actually mean going to Elbaf? Sure, we want to see it, but does it have to? A part of me can see Elbaf being further developed in just flashbacks and legends, with us only going there when a character in the story has a connection to the citizens themselves. And for me, for time's sake, maybe that's the best option. Sure, I would absolutely love to see God Usopp leading a bunch of angry giants into war while the world government trembles at their might. However, maybe we don't get that. I'm not one of those fans that feels as if Oda owes us anything, and to be honest, the life of a mangaka is absolutely insane, considering the amount of sleepless nights and torture these people put their bodies through in order to give us the stories we love so much. And I'd rather Elbaf be omitted from the story completely than let the overall story suffer by them trying to rush the arc in that's been shadowed since volume 13. We still have a lot of story to get through, well over enough to last 5 years. Maybe a full Elbaf story arc isn't in the plans. Maybe the giants serve no more purpose. Maybe Usopp finds other means of becoming a great warrior of the sea. And I think I'm okay with that. I wanted Kuina to be alive and well and an antagonist in Wano. I wanted Zoro to wield all 3 Katetsu blades at the same time, and I wanted Momo to lead a herd of stampeding elephants versus Kaido, none of which seem are going to happen, and I'm still alive. I'm saying all this to show you that leaving out Elbaf won't make One Piece a bad story, and maybe it's better to have never known love than to have known love and lost it. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Leaving out Elbaf won't make One Piece a bad story. Anywho, I really haven't seen many people talking about this online, and I figured why not put it to the community. If you liked the video, please smash the like button and subscribe. All support to this channel is greatly appreciated and it goes a long way. Make sure you hit the bell for notifications on future videos and get in the comment box. Am I crazy? Do you think we're going to Wano? Do you think Oda has enough time? Let me know below, and of course, if you have any input on any other content for this channel, let me know below. You can follow me at BlueNote, the voice of all things _ across all platforms, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and I will catch you all later.